Hey everybody, Eric here with another YouTube video. This time we'll be looking at not a Batman product or a custom figure, but the Power Rangers Lightning Collection X TMNT Morphed April O'Neil and Michelangelo. But before that, let's take a look at the figures box. Here we are really quickly with the box. You guys can see here Morphed April O'Neil and Morphed Michelangelo. Power Rangers X TMNT Lightning Collection. We got their little nice artwork right there. Got that Morphed Donatello. Same thing on the side. MMPR. Got a back shot of them and their weapons. Same thing on this side. Really quick, this is a GameStop exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. It just hit my store. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the figures and see what some first impressions are. Up close, these things are really, really nice. These are based on... So the Pink Ranger is just a normal human, April O'Neil. And, you know, this is based on the Boom Studios X Power Rangers crossover comic, I guess, where the Rangers lose their powers and they cross over the TMNT and the Turtles become Rangers, you know, like, get a 360 this real quick, you know, like, basically Dragon Shield and, you know, like, the Turtle Shell, bruh. You know, it's actually a crazy crossover, you know what I mean? Like, who would have thought, you know, Turtle Rangers, they crossed over with in space, now they're actually Power Rangers, but, so here we are back with the Kimberly and really, really basic, you know, female body type figure. We have seen this figure like 4 or 5 times now. You know, really basic. You know, it looks just like her. I love the paint. I know it's a bit of a different paint sculpt. It looks more like the comic book. You know, it's different on camera than it is in person. But this is a very like hot pink. You know, but you know the sculpting is all really really nice. I would have liked to see more of a gloss on this helmet, since you know, like, the visor could have been glossy since it's supposed to be, you know, like a visor. Other than that, you know, the detail is done very, very well. The silver in the mouthpiece looks really clean. The pink is applied very nicely all over the mouth. I mean, all over, like, the helmet, the pterodactyl part. Got the little eyes painted there. The diamonds across the body are done super, super nicely, you know. This is a GameStop exclusive, so, you know, I really would expect this type of quality, you know, really clean. Not much else for the paint. But yeah, we do have a different type of power morpher though. I believe the other Rangers are silver, and these are done in the comic style of white. You can't really tell anything. Yeah, you can. Pretty good right there. Other than that, you know, pretty basic figure. Yeah, nothing too new. Can't compare to the only other Kimberly figure. And the only other Pink Ranger I have to compare to that is MMPR would be the Ranger Slayer. And if you guys can tell here what I'm saying with the glossy black would have been really nice to see on this visor. And, you know, the pinks are different. You can even tell on camera that the pinks are different. The pink on the helmet is different from the pink on the white over here. You know, still pretty cool, though. You know, like, same thing. Different, basically different figures, you know. Huge head, less huge head. But, yeah. Now we can look at Morphed April O'Neil's accessories. So here we are back with the Morphed April O'Neil. Now let's take a look at her accessories. First and foremost, her extra civilian head. We have the morphed, or the unmorphed April O'Neil. I don't know what the comic artwork looks like, but, you know, I mean, if I'm assuming this is what the character looks like in the comics, you know, it's done really well. The eyes are painted super nice, bit of blush there, makeup. The lips look really cool, and the hair is sculpted really nicely. And, you know, basic thing, all these figures, just pop the head off, and the head sits on there really, really nicely. Bruh. As with any Lightning Collection figure, it comes with alternate hands. I did take them off and put them on already, the open gripping hands, but if you didn't see them, it does come with a closed fist and a karate chop hand. We get the power bow. Pretty standard, you know, just nice silver plastic, pink paint on there. Doesn't look too bad. We get an April O'Neil microphone done very well. Nothing too special about it. You know, got some little sculpting there. Not bad though for a custom accessory. We get an arrow to shoot out of the power bow, basic flat pink. We have the power bow shooting an arrow with energy around it, same thing as with the Ranger Slayer. And lastly, we do get a camera. Since she is a, you know, like I said, news reporter, this is done super, super well. Not too much in the paintwork except for the lens right there, but it is done super nicely. And all these accessories fit in her hands. Actually, one more, we do get the Ranger Blaster, or the Blade Blaster, I believe, done very nicely. Nothing too much to say. Like I said earlier, the power bow does fit really easily into her hand. You know, it's designed for that, and it looks really good and in scale. probably can get a really nice arrow picture going on. Try that. With the extra accessory, you can definitely get something going like this. Nothing too crazy, but definitely something like that. Looks really good. Now let's see what the microphone and camera look like. The microphone fits really nicely into her open gripping hand. And you can do a little talk show, a little Power Rangers talk show. It is pretty cool. These are very expressive items that, come with the figure. You can see what the camera looks like. Super clean, just fits in like super easily. What I mean, these accessories really make this be April O'Neil. And it's really cool seeing Power Rangers definitely, step up their game doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? You got April O'Neil here with her camera and a microphone. So definitely cool to see Hasbro staying with true to the figures. And that's basically it about Kimberly. Now we can take a look at Morphed Donatello. So definitely the showpiece of this 2-pack would be these Turtle Rangers, as they're called. He's the saber-toothed Turtle Ranger. This looks just like the comics. I'll put a picture up right here. This thing is amazing. I really do love the concept of a Turtle Ranger. Real quick, let's take a look at the figure real quick. The helmet. You can see a flat visor for their mouths. Flat black. You can see their little red eyes. We have this golden chest piece like Tommy's Green Dragon shield. Got golden armbands on the side right here. And the golden shield, or not shield, turtle shell in the back. Looking super clean. Other than that, nothing too different, Same thing. Yeah, pretty basic. But, this is definitely the showpiece, really cool for a GameStop exclusive. Michelangelo comes with a lot of accessories. Real quick, let's take a look at them. First of all, starting off with the unmasked head. This is very TMNT, very Mikey. I really do love this crazy expression he's got. Same thing with the removal, just pop the head off. These are a bit tighter to do since it's a whole new design. There's Mikey as the Turtle Ranger. These are actually super stiff to get on there. Definitely don't like that. Other than that, looks really good. Looks in scale. From the side, he looks really buff. But apart from that, we do get some extra hands. Real quick, let me grab those. We got some opening hands. Really cool having the three turtle fingers on there. Really dig it. And we got some gripping hands to hold his nunchucks, which I will show in a second. Really clean. We also do get the fists, like I said earlier. 3-fingered fists. And we get an accessory for his nunchucks. His nunchuck size, I believe. And his nunchaku. Really unique design. I think she has spears or size or knives, whatever. These did combine with Mikey's nunchucks. Pretty basic design. A little bit of the yellow looks darker on camera. It is definitely like a very pale yellow. It definitely needs like another layer to be darker, but it does look pretty cool. We got the spear end right here. Got the little designs right there. I believe those are saber tooths. You can see those. Nothing much in the way of paint though. You can separate them. You got a little bit of chain there, and you can connect them back like so. Show you what it looks like in his hands. So here we are back. I took the liberty of putting on a different hand or 2 different hands along with the nunchuck, and they do fit really well. It looks just like, I'm assuming how it does in the comics. I haven't seen anything other than a few panels, but it looks pretty good. I really do like the way they did these whole brand new Turtle Rangers. Apart from that, they didn't talk about the sculpting. This is a whole new body mold. Just very, these Power Rangers figures don't have a lot of shading, but this is a whole new body. Wouldn't mind seeing them reuse this stuff, right? But like I said, these do look really clean, and they do fit into these pouches on the belts. Real quick, while talking about the belt, you can see his Power Morpher, the Saber-Tooth Tiger, but nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys how these fit in there. So real quick before I do it, let me show you how this effect piece works. Literally just slides into that hole right there. You see that hole right there? Just slides in like that, and there you go. You got your effect piece of the nunchuck spinning. Pretty cool accessory. Let me show you guys how these nunchucks fit into his belt. So after connecting them like so, you're just gonna want to squeeze them like this. Put them in through the belt right here in the belt loops, and it just slots right in. They do stay really securely and tightly. Things how he has his nunchucks in the comics. Yep, really easy, safe, secure. There you go. You have your armored and ready Turtle Ranger. Now let's hop on to some articulation and I'll do these sections together. So starting off with April O'Neil, we get a full 360 head. Head goes up and goes down. We got that really nice butterfly joint. Forward and back, super, super nice and super, super deep articulation. Arms go out about that far, go down. You can get a full 360 on both sides. You get a 90-degree elbow and a swivel. You get a 360 hand and forward and back on both sides. The ab articulation is really nice. You got a little bit of a ball joint up there. You can get a full 360, and you get a ab crunch at the lower torso. The hips can go out that far, not really impeded by the gun here. Forward, nothing back at all. You get the upper thigh. You get double knees, you get the upper boot swivel, and you get up and down on the foot. So that was April. Now let's take a look at Mikey. So here we are with Mikey, and Mikey has a lot of new articulation. I didn't mention this, but they use that new pinless joint technology on all the turtles have this. You know, he has pinless joints right here and on the thighs. You know, it's crazy. Anyways, we get a double ball jointed head because you get a ball joint down here at the neck that allows some really, really crazy movement, and a ball joint up here at the head, which doesn't really move, but you know, it's moving solo like that. You can get you can get pretty much everything. Arms do a full 360. They aren't really impeded by the shell, since the shell isn't really connected to anything. It's just connected to the bottom right there. You know, it's just floating back here. Arms do go out up about that high and get a full praising the sun pose. Go down. You got the really, really nice butterfly joint. Doesn't really work. I don't think there is a butterfly joint. I think it's just a cup similar to the McFarlane figures. Anyways, you get the upper bicep. You get the double jointed elbows. You get the 360 hand. This hand and the fist hand move like this, while his gripping hands move at an angle. Really no ab joint to speak of, since it is impeded by this chest piece. He does have brand new hips that pull down, like in SH Figure Arts, that allow for higher kicking. So about that much forward, a little bit back. You can get a little bit out. Actually, you can get the full splits. Pretty cool. Didn't know that. You get the upper thigh swivel, the double knee, and you get the 360 boot and up and down ankle. Real quick, he does have turtle toes. So pretty cool. Anyways, guys, let's get to some size comparisons. Here we are back, and you can see them compared to some other 6.5-inch figures. We got the male body red MMPR Ranger. They are around the same size. He's a little bit taller. You can see the females are obviously shorter, and Spider-Man Marvel Legend is clearly taller than all of them. So that's how they look next to those figures. Here they are next to my last video, the Batman from the Batman. Clearly see McFarlane figures tower over these guys. So now let's get into some of my final thoughts. So here I am with my final thoughts, guys. Sorry if this review is a little bit weird. I was used to doing videos on the Batman for a little bit. Anyways, I'm definitely really happy with this 2-pack. Definitely surprised, you know. I just stumbled into GameStop one day and saw these. These have been popping up a lot more, I guess, you know, GameStop exclusives, whatever. I'm really, really happy, though, with this epic collaboration, you know. I thought it was probably one of the coolest figures. I think this is one of the coolest figures the Lightning Collection has to offer. You know, how often are you going to see Turtle Range, you know? And then with this pack, you get a perfectly good pink Ranger. You know, now I have a Ranger Slayer and a pink Ranger to go with my Red Ranger and my Green Ranger and my White Ranger. I'm really excited to hopefully find the rest of the 2-packs, you know, Donatello and Raphael. I think the other two, you know, the other two turtles and the Shredder and the Foot Ranger pack, you know, it looks really cool. Expect more of these type of reviews, guys. Coming back, let me know. Thank you for 200 subscribers. I really appreciate that. Anyway, guys, that was the review. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for everybody who subscribed to me, all you new people. What up? Hope you stick around. Shout out to the MN Toy Posse. Love you guys' stuff. Anyway, guys, that was the review. Rate, comment, sub. Peace.